Hi, Laura here from Gold Star Work. Today I am doing a collab with the Faithful Fab Now 10. So we've added an extra person, so welcome Tina to our collab group. And today we are doing a new look, so kind of like what kind of things we want to do for the new year, and it can be anything from makeup to home life to YouTube, anything we want to include. So I'm going to be talking about that, and I'm going to be doing a new palette for a new look. So I'm going to be doing the cotton candy from the Sweet Shoppy VH1. I've been dying to get into another one of these. I've got two more after this to do, but I decided to go pink and purple today. Look at those colours, and I'm dying to swatch this one because I have no idea what it's going to look like. And I bet I love this one. Oh. I just want to swatch all the shimmers, because let's face it, the shimmers are the interesting things to swatch. I have to get my sleeve up. Otherwise, it's so pretty. Can you see them? That pink one there. Wowza. And I didn't have any trouble with the orange one staining either. So the cherry on top and the orange sorbet one, absolutely no trouble with any staining or anything. So I have got my little journal here that I wrote some notes in, the Inspire journal, and Shanielle sent me this in the Secret Centre. So thank you, Shanielle. I have been using it. I have got some of the things I want to do. I've got my sinking funds for saving up in here, and I've got things to do next year written down very briefly. So I have started using it already. So the quote on this page was, "Wherever you go, go with all your heart." So I thought that was sweet. I get to, every time I use it, I get to read the little quotes, and I really like this one. It says, "Happiness is a journey, not a destination." So, I really like that. Be who you want to be. You have got to discover you and what you do, and trust it. So it's just some really nice little quotes there that I enjoy. And now I have to figure out what I'm going to do. Just before I start, I'll just go through who is in this group if you haven't followed us already. So there's Beth from the Betsy 79, and there's Dede from Dede's Beauty and More, and Faye Blatcher, and Jennifer Miller, or otherwise known as Amethyst Winters on YouTube, and Natasha is Little Ms Nat, and Shanielle is EY Beauty. I had to think for a minute because she changed her channel name. And Theresa. And there's Dezis from Dezis Corner, and Tina Delgado. Is that how you say your last name, Tina? Sorry. Just realised I'm not following you on Instagram, so I'm just remembering that now. So Tina is our new person, and I love all these ladies. Tina was actually one of the people we did the small YouTuber spotlight on, and now she's joined our group, so that's really nice. So if you want to check out everyone's videos, then go and check out the description box below where I'll have them all linked. And we will all have very different takes on how we do our makeup, so you get a wide variety of looks, and also it'll be really interesting to see what everyone wants to achieve this next year. So I'm going to start, so I'm not just blathering on without doing anything, because I can do that. Okay, so I'm going to start off with think I'm going to start off with this one, which is light and airy. And I need my mirror a bit closer, and I should move some things around so I can read my notes and do my makeup and look in the mirror. This could be interesting. So I want to go in here. So this is like a first impression of this palette. And I've got high expectations because the last two palettes I used have been fantastic and I've really enjoyed them. And that colour's no exception, because that just went on so smoothly. There's no problems with tiger striping on my wrinkly eyes, and it's all nice and even. So cool. And now I'm going to go into Sugar Plum, which is this darker matte. I'm going to kind of do a winged out shape. The shape's always so much easier on this side. I think it's something to do with being right-handed. Just go back into light and airy. Blend those two out. Those two make a nice blend. The colour that they turn is pretty pretty. So, now what? I'm not making New Year's resolutions this year. I did last year and I wrote a whole lot of things down, and then the year didn't really work out the way I was hoping. And this year I'm not making resolutions as such. There are just some things that I would like to change in my year this year. And what do I want to do next? I'm going to go in with Carnival and put that there. Oh, pretty. So things I want to do, my number one thing is I actually want to simplify my life a bit, because I've been starting to feel a bit stressed and pressured. And I think it's just the accumulation of stress over the last few years, which is not going to get any better because of the situation that I'm in. And so I have to figure out ways to manage. And I think I need to simplify my life a bit more and not put so much pressure on myself to achieve certain things, because I'm just feeling exhausted all the time. It's just like I'm just too tired to function. And some of that is because apparently my iron levels are extremely low, which is being dealt with now, but that'll be some of it. So my health is kind of starting to suffer. But my mental health is starting to really suffer. So I need to just be kind to myself. So that's my main goal, is to simplify my life. And how I'm going to do that is I started decluttering a couple of years ago, and I've sort of been doing a bit here and there in this last year. I haven't really done much, and I would like to do more of that, to simplify my life even more by decluttering even more. And decluttering the house. There are lots of parts of the house that I have decluttered, but it needs another go. But also I want to, there's some parts that I haven't touched at all, which I want to get to, and places like the shed that I haven't been into at all. And also we've got my art studio, which I haven't used basically all the last year, because with my husband being sick I can't leave him. But there's the possibility of that building being sold, so I need to clean that out. It's not our building. It's we just rent a room in there, so I have to clean that out and sort it out and find homes for it at home. And I'm not looking forward to finding space for things, so I need to do more decluttering and just simplifying my environment and what I need to look after and stuff. So that's that's going to be a big part of what I want to do this year. I want simple, clean household. But I'm also not a minimalist. I like whatever hobby I'm into. I like lots of makeup. I'll just do another colour while I'm thinking. I'm not sure which shimmer I want to go into. I'm going to start off with this one. I don't know why. I'm just like, I don't know which one to do. So, simplifying my life. That's where I'm at. The other thing I want to do is end of the year, I kind of blew out the budget with things, but there's also certain things that kind of we save for every year, like Christmas and our 2 major holidays we have during the year. One of them we couldn't do because it was in Australia and all the borders we were in lockdown. So, but we are doing our summer holiday to the beach, and we save for that every year. So I want to carry on saving through the year so we can do that again for the next year, because we're spending that money this summer, and we're going in January on the 17th, so we'll be away for a couple of weeks and out of internet range and things. That's pretty colour. That reminds me of the colour that I really love in the Kaleidos Escape Pod palette. It's kind of a topper kind of shade because you can kind of see underneath it. I'm going to go in with Twirl. That colour was called Sugar, by the way. I'm going to go into Twirl because it's just pretty and I want to use it. And then I'm going to go into Swirl. Swirl, which is a darker pink. So I want to save up for that, for the next year's holidays and the next year's Christmas, because that's just something we always do, so we can actually afford to do those things. And the bank balance is looking a bit sad at the moment because my daughter is still in therapy and it's expensive. So she goes every week and the bank balance is going down, so I need to build that up again. So I need to build up my emergency fund again, because we had to use some of the emergency fund to finish off our deck so we could actually use it this summer. Because things happened, like my mum's funeral and things, that took money we didn't have. Luckily, not too much, because she did have funeral insurance, but it didn't cover the whole thing. And I've lost my train of thought because I can't do my makeup and talk at the same time. Yeah, and I want to save up for other little house projects that we want to get done. And there was something else. Hang on, I've written it down. What was the other thing? The maintenance, the holiday and the Christmas, and the projects, yep. Was there something else? No, that was all for now, I think. Was it? Let me just check, yep. And in my housekeeping fund, I usually like to have as kind of a buffer, and the buffer is gone. So I need to save up the buffer again in case 1 week we don't get paid or something, because that sometimes happens. And so I need a buffer, so to make sure that if I don't get paid, I still can buy food. So there is 4 little things I need to save for, apart from everyday living. So I've set up a system for that, and I will be doing that over the time. I'm just using the same mats underneath as I used on top. And the other thing I want to do is, and it kind of goes with saving money and simplifying my life, but it's also giving me something else to do, which is not simplifying my life, but I want to do more sewing of my own clothes, and I mentioned that before in one of my videos, because I get tremendous satisfaction out of creating, which is why I do stuff like that. So why I paint, because I get lots of satisfaction out of creating, and I like to wear stuff that is a little bit different from what everyone else has, so I can do that by making my own. But also I've been getting really into what they call history bounding, which is history inspired outfits and things. So I would like to sew some of those for myself, and so I'd like to work on doing that more, but that also means that I'm not participating in fast fashion. I don't just go to the shop and buy something that I see and think, oh yeah, that'll fit in with my wardrobe, because I do have a lot of clothes and I don't need that many. I don't actually go hardly anywhere. I love fashion, I love clothes, I love jewellery, I love makeup, but I just don't want to just buy things on impulse. And I'd like to be proud of the clothes that I have, which if I make them myself, then I'm going to be proud of what I make. I'm going to go back into twill, which is that bright shimmer pink. I go into fluff and try that on my inner corner. So I've used everything except this one so far, so I may as well use that one too. I'm going to use that too up at the top. Got little sparkles all over my face, so I'm going to clean up tightly, and then I'll come back and finish off what I want to do this year, because there's still a couple of things. So there is my look, using the Cotton Candy palette with all those pinks and purples. I used every colour on my eyes on there. And I really enjoyed it. It worked really well. The colour scheme isn't quite as me as the other ones that I used, but if this is your colour scheme, then you will enjoy these shadows just as much as I did, I'm sure. And I said I had a couple more things, and I keep looking over here because I'm looking at my list. So the other thing I want to do is I want to grow a few more of my own veggies, which I always used to do, but I've kind of got out of doing gardening, and also because I want to have organic food for us to eat. So that's the way I like to do my gardening. So I would like to grow a bit more veggies, and I've got courgettes and beans and lettuce and parsley in my garden at the moment. So I've made a start, which is better than the last year where I had nothing basically in the garden. And in terms of painting, I want to do some painting. I did very little painting in the last year. I'm finding it, I've got a real mental block on it at the moment, and I know where it's coming from, but where it's coming from isn't going to get the situation I'm in, isn't going to get any better in any stretch of the imagination. It's only going to get worse. So I need to overcome that so I can actually get back into my painting, because I love to paint, and I need to do more. And with the painting, rather than trying to go to lots of shows and things, which I've done in the past, that's quite stressful and it takes up quite a lot of time and things. I just think I'll do print on demand stuff, which I've got Fine Art America, and I've got Redbubble, and I've got Zazzle, and I do sell things on Redbubble and Zazzle, even though I haven't put anything on there for nearly a year. So I would like to start doing that again, so that I can sell a few more things on there and share my art in that way, which would be good for me. Whether I get much of that done, I don't know, because as I said, I want to simplify my life. I don't want to make it more complicated. I don't have any plans of doing lots of blog stuff and things. I'd like to, but I'm keeping myself open at the moment. I do definitely want to do some more painting, but whether I can sort out filming them or not, I'm not sure. I've had trouble since I can't go in my studio anymore, because that was the perfect lighting and things for filming. It was just so easy, and filming at home I haven't found a good setup, and I'm having trouble doing that. But I will be doing YouTube. I will be doing the makeup stuff and things. I find that very fun, and I love the community that we have here. And but I would like to try and do some more painting ones. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed that I can manage that, if I can get over myself and and do it. So yeah, so those are the things that I want to do in the next year, and just enjoy life and enjoy my family, and go away in the van a bit more with my husband, and enjoy the time, whatever time we have together. So that is on my top priority, is, you know, enjoying family while I still have them. So and yeah, so thank you for watching, and please go and check out all the other wonderful ladies in this collab. There are now 10 of us instead of 9, and I will see you all next time. Bye.